Hi guys, welcome back. This is Jen with Unchained Crochet. I had to leave work early today because of nerve pain in my back. Please, prayers are very much appreciated right now. It hurts to raise my right arm, and that's the arm I get up off the floor with like a toddler because of my knees and my hips. So it hurts to like hold the chair when I go to sit down. Hurts to breathe deep, so I've scheduled a visit with my primary care physician who I haven't seen for a while because my orthopedic surgeon didn't want to prescribe the gabapentin. I stopped and got some GABA supplement, which has helped me some in the past, but it's not really kicking in yet, so we'll see. Gabapentin is Neurontin, for those of you that aren't aware. And it basically stimulates the production of GABA, which is a neurohormone in your brain. And that helps with nerve pain. So people that have nerve pain oftentimes take gabapentin. But you can use the supplement form, which really doesn't help you much unless you have a little bit of a blood-brain barrier compromise. It pretty much stays in your periphery area, and in the gut. But it does help with relaxation, and I'm hoping I got some other supplements too to try as well. And I'm very careful now after trying this stuff called NeoCell. I looked that company up. The type of collagen they have in it is type 2 collagen, which is from chicken sternum with their company. But they are a Chinese company, I found out, and they are heavily involved. Like there's a PDF document I found online. They're heavily involved with fetal cell stuff. So probably a lot of aborted baby cells are used. I don't know. Cell lines, I should say, to produce their other kinds of collagen. But the type 2 collagen of the NeoCell supplement I got to help with my knee is actually type 2 from chicken sternum, according to their website. So unnerving to unknowingly patronize a company like that for me, and that really bothers me. So this new health food store that I found, the guy is very knowledgeable. He sounds like a doctor with his medical terminology that he is very well versed. But he knows his herbal supplements very well, like the back of his hand, and knows more about some of them that I'm even familiar about. So I was very happy to meet him, and he also highly recommends his orthopedic surgeon, which I'm changing from mine. And I'm going to try his surgeon and get my imaging done Wednesday for my MRI on my left knee and my x-ray to both hips. Because I'm having hip problems. Well, now I'm having upper spine problems. Like I'll have nerve pain shoot up from my sacrum up to my neck, and that'll last a good few minutes, and I have to just sit still and try to relax and breathe shallow through it. And then today, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I've got this right back pain. It's kind of over my rib cage and bothers me. So I've got one good limb right now, and it actually had a tremor after cleaning for a couple hours, and I didn't even use this arm to clean, and I sat down when I couldn't clean anymore, and Abby finished up Saturday. I was just vacuuming with the new Bissell Crosswave, which I love, but I used this arm, and I used this arm to wipe stuff down. Not much that I do with my left hand other than clean the mirrors in the bathroom. So he finished the floor for me in one of the bathrooms. And this isn't why I'm here making this video. Just got off on a tangent explaining why you're seeing me in my scrubs. So tomorrow morning I'm going to see my old primary care physician. And the guy that I think he owns the herbal shop I went to, he highly recommended his orthopedic surgeon that did his hip replacement, said the man is a machine. And he wrote his name down for me. He has 4.9 stars on Google, so I'm hoping that he has much better bedside manner than my orthopedic surgeon did. So, yeah, and I mean, why wouldn't he prescribe me the gabapentin over the phone? You know, when I'm in severe pain for like weeks, if not a month now, and get ready to have imaging done. Why wouldn't he just prescribe gabapentin? Because I've had it before. So, and all this stuff is probably from my messed up gait when I walk. It's probably just messed up everything and being less mobile. So anyway. All right, so why I'm here is because this is going to make me feel a lot better. Some of the best medicine I've ever had. Oh, I know that we shouldn't love the world and the things of the world, but I do love to stitch. Y'all know it. I'm not going to lie. And I don't know. I'm on a blanket kick. I think doing all the baby blankets for work has made me want to do more blankets. And I've got so many garments I don't hardly wear because I don't even go out that much other than to work. So, and now I wear my Yarn It Out hoodie from Rosalie. Thank you, Rosalie. But I wear that to work, and it's just easier, and it keeps me warmer than some of my little kimono sleep parties that I've worn before to work. So, Hobbi came today. And we're going to have a look-see. I think I need to, yeah, I'm going to turn more kitchen lights on. Sorry, it is kind of shady in here. There are 10 skeins of 1 yarn. And then there's single skeins of 29 yarns that are all worsted weight to go in my Spice of Life blanket. Yay! All right, hang on. Oh yeah, I didn't hardly have any lights on. There we go. All better. Okay. So this is an unbagging. This yarn used to be called the Tivoli. I think that's how you say it. Tivoli yarn. Tivoli. And I think that XL because it's worsted weight. They renamed it. Probably because I looked it up on Ravelry. There are a lot of yarns by the name of Tivoli. I'm not sure what Tivoli means. Tovili. So it must mean something to do with fiber or yarn. But a lot of companies have that name. So these little skeins, I got these because, oh, the ball band's broke on this one. I got these because I'm doing this scrappy Spice of Life blanket for our bed. And the king size is great. I love working on it as a scrap project, especially because you get to change colors pretty often, every row or two. And it's so long, you're not going to have all the tails that you would with other scrappy projects. You know, you don't have to change colors as often as you do with granny squares and things like that. So, okay, so now it's called Amigo, A-M-I-G-O, like friend. Oh, that's cute. They've got 2 little handshakes forming a heart. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it hurts. Hurt. Right there up at the top. See the 2 hands shaking? Makes a heart. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting up again. Doing that. Shoot. I don't know if the GABA is helping. We'll see. Oh, this blue. I shouldn't have bought this blue because I have that color of blue and a different yarn. But I've got a royal blue. Let's start off with some specifics on this. It recommends it's 1.75 ounces, 50 gram skeins, 100 meters, or 109 yards. So I thought that would be good for the scrap project, so I could buy lots of them. They were on sale for $1.99. Recommends an H through a J hook, which I'm using an I for my blanket, and it feels really good. The tension and the yarn weight needle combination for me, or a size 8 knitting needle, and it's a worsted weight 4. So there's a royal blue. This one the ball band fell off of. This one is color 21. It does not say the names of the yarn. So it's just color 21. This one was color 18. 21 is kind of, it looks like a darker turquoise there than it is. I would say it's a medium turquoise color, which is really nice. It's like a shade darker than the other one that I just used. Yeah, it's going to look really good with that. 29 colors of these little ones here. This one's color 16. It is kind of a periwinkle color. It looks kind of lavender, purplish. It's lighter in person. Just a bit lighter. Color 50. This is a dusty mauve. It's more on the purpley side than orangey mauve. So it's a cooler shade of mauve. All of these are just a little bit lighter in person. They do seem to have a bit of a fuzzy halo to them. The hand of it is pretty nice. The weight, I think, is pretty accurate. Yeah, the weight's pretty accurate. It's worsted for. So that one's color 50. That's like a nice lipstick color, I think, because it's like almost natural looking. Just, you know, it's a nice lipstick color. Here is color number 58. This is like a lilac. Again, a little bit lighter in person, but it's not a real babyish color. I do like purples, can you tell? This one's more of a orchid, maybe. Here's a good purple, and I like this purple. This is a nice toned down purple. The hand on this, it's really nice. It's not, I don't think it's going to be one of my favorites yet. It feels fine and soft. That won't be a problem. I don't think it's going to pill. But it doesn't have the feel I love with I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. We'll get into the Hobby Lobby yarns because I'm going to show you the update. I have added more to my Spice of Life king size blanket because I just can't resist. And I started doing some more last night with yarns I already have. I love that pattern. I just love it. And I think you'll love it too if you accept the challenge. It was in my video last night. I want somebody to race me. It hangs about 10 inches over the edge of the bed, king size. And it is 313 stitches wide. And it's going to be a square. So if you want to take up the challenge, go ahead. I haven't had anybody accept it yet. I don't know if they watched through to the end of the video. Look it up, Spice of Life blanket. If you like scrappy projects, I guarantee you'll love it. But it needs to be the same size as mine and not be double-stranded if you're going to compete against me. And I will stop and wait for you to catch up to wherever I am if you step up to the plate. Alright, this one is, back to this yarn, color 24. This is kind of a, there's dishes, like a Delft blue. It reminds me of these dishes, you know, they got the print on them. A colonial blue might be a good name for it. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, this is more, see the other mauve I said was more of a cooler tone mauve. This one is more of a russet tone. It's a warmer mauve. It's color 51. So this one is, they don't look bad together. This one just got more red to it. Here's some fuchsia. Oh, I like it. It's a little bit, it's a shade lighter than the one I just used in the blanket today. Red Heart. Red Heart with Love, I think is the name of that one. That one's more of a violet fuchsia. Almost a hot fuchsia. This one's a little bit lighter. Very nice. Like that. This one is kind of between a navy and a gray. It's navy slash, it's a powdery. call it powder navy. It's almost got a little bit of a hint of a fleck through it here and there. I like that one a lot. It's not a harsh navy. I don't like navy and white stripe stuff. That one, I think, is going to be a really good one. Oh, I got 2 of these. I don't know why I got 2 of these. I should have just gotten one. Hopefully they didn't short me on a different color. This is a pretty good red. I wouldn't call it a barn red. It's not a fire red like what I used from Hobby Lobby. It's a little bit a deep red. It's like the color of my coat. I like that a lot. That's pretty true to color there. This one here, and this one are pretty true to color on the video. So that one is color 41. Got 2 of those. Only supposed to have 1 of each. This is a pinky pink, Miss Piggy Pink, color 57. That's pretty true to color on the video. Maybe a little bit lighter in person, but not much. Bubblegum pink. This I got because it looked kind of peach, color 46. It's kind of between a nude and a yellowy peach. I like it. That hurts to even put my arm out like that. Alright, this is not quite a silver gray, but it is a gray. Probably a medium gray color. Loving them so far, guys. Ooh, I needed this. I couldn't remember if I had ordered this, and you couldn't really tell from the little squares on the phone how bright this orange was going to be. It's kind of tangerine in the photo, in the video, but it is pretty bright. It's not like it's almost a neon looking peachy orange. It's not like a construction cone orange. It's just a safety orange. It's kind of a peachy neon orange. Love it, because the pictures that I showed in my video last night that I made with the Ankara fabric for our bedroom a few years ago have some orange in it. I thought, I've got to find some orange that I like, and I think it's going to be great. Kind of a shocking on top of that pile, so I'm probably going to have to get 1 or 2 more oranges to mix in. Oh well, okay. This is definitely a neon coral. Did I say the number of this one? This is 45. This one is color 44. I love this. I used to have a jacket that was that parachute pants, kind of like the scrub top, but it wasn't stretchy at all, in the early 90s when fluorescence came back. And I love that little jacket. It is like that. It's that color. I love it. It's a little bit more neon looking than it is on the video. But there, a little bit more orange to add to the pile. Here's a nice silver gray. Let's compare it to this other one. This is kind of an elephant gray. That'd be a better word for it. This one's more of a silver gray. I don't know why I bought those 2 grays, because I have some. I think I just want like different shades. If I don't have a color repeat or a shade repeat, that would be great. Color repeat would be okay if it's a different shade. Here's a couple greens. This one is a darker teal green. A little bit lighter in person. This one is, and this is number 32. It's not quite a spruce green. It's more of a dark teal. This one here is a nice green. I wouldn't call it a grass green. It's got a little bit more blue to it. I like those together. They're all good together. Once you mix in enough colors, I've done scrap quilting before. I have a quilt, and there was, especially with greens, there's some greens I don't like by themselves, but you put them with other fabrics, and even ugly fabrics, you end up liking them when you put them with ones that look good. Kind of like when you were younger and you would go out with a friend who maybe other people didn't find as attractive as you. And they always wanted to hang around you. That's not nice, but it's so true when you're a teenager, you know. That's how it was. And I was chunky. I was voluptuous. I was a size 12. And I liked hanging out with my friend who was bigger than me. Really bigger than me. Like my size I am now. And, you know, it makes you stand out a little bit. That's so wrong. I'm older now. But, yeah, back then, back in the day, that's what we did. Come on, admit it. If you're in your 30s or 40s, you know you did it. Don't lie. You either hung out with somebody that was nicer, a little bit nicer looking than you, or you hung out with somebody that wasn't as nice looking as you. And so that contrast, you know, kind of makes you stand out a little bit. All right. So this one is a petunia pink, I think. That one's bubblegum pink or baby, not quite a baby pink, bubblegum pink. This is a nice petunia pink. Very, very nice. And that one is color number 56. This one is just a regular old beige. It's kind of not too yellowy. Color number 4. Kind of a golden beige. Oh no. Okay, these are a little bit different than each other. I thought I had two that were the same again. I don't want a bunch of them that's the same. This one is color 27. I would say that's a sage, a medium sage color. This one is very close to that one. But this one here, the second one I just took out, a little bit lighter, a little bit more on the blue side. But in the Afghan, you're not going to notice a difference really if they're spaced out. Those are really close together. I love this little green. This is really cute with the neon coral. It's a bright spring green, but not too garish. And it's not a yellowy green. It's not lime green. I don't know what kind of green to call that one. Here's a nice plum color. I didn't tell you the number of this one. Number 30. And again, these are Amigo. I'm burying myself in yarn, guys. I'm like the neighbor on Boy Meets World. I'll just talk to you over my fence. You just see my forehead. This is color number 53. And it's kind of a plum, borderline fuchsia, Merlot. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a hint of a wine touch to it, wine color, like a red wine. Okay, this one is. Did I tell you the number of that one? I'm really bad at doing these numbers. 53. This one is 35. It's not too lemony. I wouldn't call it a butter yellow. That's about true to color in the video. Did we do this one already? Yeah, I did this one already. Oops. I got lots of greens, and it's good because I don't have a lot of greens. This is color 36. And I would call this a ducky yellow. Like if you were going to make a ducky amigurumi or a ducky fillet blanket, that would be a ducky yellow. It's a very sunshiny yellow. I like that yellow. It is, it's warmer than it looks on camera. Yeah, it's a little bit more like egg yolk than it is on the camera. Last one of the little ones. Oh, and they always send a piece of candy. I love their little candies. Gotta get that. Alright, back to talking over my fence. This is the kind of wall I'll build. If you want a southern wall, how about a northern wall? Everybody can just trade in their yarns they don't want between us and Canada. That would be fun, guys. We could build a wall. Build the wall. Build the wall. You know, and it could have like slots that open up like little doors. And we could just Hey Canada, you want this? Swap yarn. Have a door on each side, and it doesn't have to be a true wall, just a really high fence on our northern border for our chillier friends up there, and we could do yarn swaps through our wall. I think that's a great idea. I'm sure we would all be willing to fund that. We'll fund it, not fund it. Oh, those all blew open. These, I was surprised to see these on Hobbi's site. It is Metallico. I'm going to have to get closer so you can see this. To me, I've only seen the Rockstar from Ice yarn on Yarn Nut site. But I happened to see it when I was shopping for these other ones. And they had a sale. If you buy 10, they were $1.99, I think. So, they look like Rockstar. It's called Metallico. See if the color is on here. It's 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, 9% merino wool. I think that is basically Rockstar from Ice Yarn. Probably use the same mill and just slap their own label on it. Let me see. I don't want to tear the label off. I'm trying to find the color. I think it's like a rose gold or something. If you look on there, they only had like 1 or 2 colors left. And I really like this one. It's not quite mauve, it's not quite peach, it's not quite tan. Somewhere in between. And I got a bag of 10 of them. See it? So pretty. Not too shiny either. And it's got a nice little halo to it. And if you look on Whip Window with Rochelle, she does a couple really good similar yarn reviews by Ice with the Rockstar and one of their other ones that's similar to Rockstar. But yeah, it's doing that same thing that she shows. See, there's like a netting in there. That's probably the polyamide and a metallic, and then you've got the fibers, which is probably, the fuzzy stuff's probably the wool. And then the rest of the filler is probably acrylic. But inside there, there's like a chain, a mesh chain. And Rochelle, she shows her swatch. She breaks the fiber down. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, hang on. She breaks the fiber down. And then she makes a swatch. She talks about it, how it feels before and after washing it. So she talks about how it stood up to washing, which is really great. So I suggest you go to Whip Window with Rochelle. I think it's R, like Rachel, maybe with 2 L's and an E. If you just look up Whip Window, you should be able to find that. You can also search Rockstar Whip Window. I like her reviews. So you can see how that works up and how well it stands up to the washing. But I like that a lot. I'm not sure how much I got. I probably should have calculated more. I usually just kind of guesstimate and say, oh yeah, 1,000 yards, I can do something with that. There's 125 yards. So for the cost of these, and I need to quit using this right arm. And I think it's a worsted weight. Recommends a 4.5 to a 5 millimeter. I think a 4.5 is an H hook. Just, you all know, that's my favorite hook, is an H, Bates. Designed in Denmark, made with love in Turkey. Turkey has some nice yarns, and I think that's where Ice is, maybe. But they have a lot of yarn mills there, I think. There's a lot of yarns that come from Turkey. They are busy making yarn. I would like to go visit there sometime. But I really like the sheen of it. It's not too shiny. I was afraid it would be like garish. And I wanted to try the Ice Rockstar for a color block cardi and make it like the 80s and put some different shapes on there, like a triangle, and sew it on, maybe put a little fringe here or there. I was going to design that, but I've kind of taken a break from designing, at least doing tutorials on my design. So I really like this. I feel like it will be like a semi-neutral color to wear, and I think it'll look good with my skin tone. So that's it, guys. 10 of those. How many yards did I say it was? 125. So I've got 500. I've got 4 of those would be 500 yards. I've got 1,000. 1,250 yards for about 20 bucks. I think that's what they were. $1.99 each. 1,250 yards for about 20 bucks. And that put me where I was up to my $75 for the free shipping. That's why I got that. And it was just a great deal. They recommended it to me. They probably know from Google that I've been looking at Rockstar. And they know that they probably got this tagged with Rockstar. And I bet it was an algorithm thing. The algorithms get us now. And then for free, I got the piece of candy and a knitting gauge, which I'm going to give to my daughter. I think. I don't know. I got to see if I can find my old one. I've been trying to pick up knitting again. I'll do it for a little bit. And it goes by the wayside. I like looking at it. I like the way it looks, the way it feels somewhat, but I really, the crochet, I've come back to crochet like no other. After taking like an 8-year hiatus of knitting. And when I came back to crochet, I came on strong. So, all right, yeah, here's my invoice. It doesn't, I don't think it says the prices. No, it doesn't say the prices. It's got them all listed. So I'm happy this time. The order all came in one package this time. Last time, the order before the last one. So 2 orders ago. It actually might have been the first order we did from Hobbi. Our stuff didn't all come. And I think we ended up, I think what happened was my daughter and I had combined our order. And I think it ended up coming in 2 different shipments. So we did get it all. It just took a while and it didn't really communicate very good. I think that was when all the COVID stuff was first starting up. So that was probably had a lot to do with the order being all screwy. But we did end up getting all our stuff from them. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'll talk to you later. I hope everyone has a blessed night. Bye.